Hey guys, Chukwuebilago here. So in this video, this is the CEO of Robinhood, and he's talking about how tokenization will play a role in people when people purchase um, stocks. Okay, but I have my reservations about it, or my criticism about it. So, but let's watch it and hear what he has to say. Then I'll give you my 2 cents at the end of the video.
There's your mobile phone. And let's say you wanted to buy some Apple stock. What happens is that order is transmitted to our back end. And then it's transmitted to a US broker. Now, this is a registered TradFi broker-dealer that will buy a traditional share from what I'll call a TradFi market. Now, this could be a market maker or an exchange like the NYSE or the NASDAQ. Then, that share is transmitted back to the US broker. It's custodied in traditional form, and it gets sent to what we call our tokenization engine. Now, this is where the magic really happens. So for every share that's being purchased from the TradFi market, one token is being minted, and this represents the exposure to the share. And then that token gets transmitted back to you. So what this means is, right now, every time you place a trade, an actual traditional share is being purchased from the market, held in custody, and a fresh token is minted.
Alright, so basically what he's saying is when you place an order for a stock, you're going, let's say you want to buy Apple stocks, okay? So what they will do is it will go through the usual process, like through the broker, and gets to the trading house, and the token will be bought for you. But instead of you receiving the share, the Apple share will be bought for you. But instead of you receiving it through the normal way of like, hey, you have something that you bought as a record, they are going to tokenize that Apple stock and then send it to you. So what to show that you have ownership, okay, of the Apple stock you purchase, you receive a token, which means it has to be a record on the blockchain. Okay, this process is complicated. Yes, it happens on the back end, but to me it's complicated. It's not straightforward, and it is done to preserve how do I put it this way? It is done to preserve the middleman. Okay, let me explain to you how I will go about this if I am in charge of SEC or these trading houses. So we just heard the CEO of Robinhood talking about tokenization, of how you place an order for an Apple stock, it will go through the process to the house, and when it's purchased from the house, it's going to be tokenized, and the Apple stock token will be sent to your account. Okay, now to me it's a long process, and it is just to preserve the job of the brokers and the middlemen. Remember, the whole reason blockchain exists, tokenization exists, is so that the middlemen will be removed from the equation and processes become cheaper. Are you get what I'm saying? So you have all these trading houses, or the hedge or the fund managers, what else again? Fund managers, brokers, banks in the middle, clogging up the whole thing and making a lot of money from fees. Are you get what I'm saying? While your $1,000 cannot buy you $1,000 worth of stocks, because by the time they deduct their fees, you get what is left. So here is my own proposal. Let's say NASDAQ, for example, for any stock, Nasdaq launches their own blockchain. Okay, and every company that wants to list on Nasdaq goes through same thing they are doing, to go through SEC to list their token, to list their token. So basically, Nasdaq creates a blockchain, maybe USDT or USDC, depending on the stablecoin provider they want to partner with, or maybe with Ripple USD. Okay, and they partner with them, or they create their own, who knows. But let's say they partner with them to create a stable coin, to have their stable coin become part of the Nasdaq blockchain, or they simply work with the blockchain that is already existing. Now, whichever way, when somebody, let's say my company, goes to Nasdaq SEC to apply for listing, and we'll go through the whole process, we'll decide to, okay, we're going to sell 1 million shares. Now that 1 million shares will be tokenized on the blockchain of Nasdaq, or whatever blockchain that is being used for the whole stock trading thing. Okay, now once it's done, okay, there might be something that is called initial token offering, ITO, or initial coin offering. That initial coin offering is what people can go and buy, okay, before the coin gets listed on Nasdaq. So Nasdaq becomes an exchange like Binance, Bybit, and the rest of them. So once the ICO is done, okay, the coin is listed and starts trading, and people can use USDC or USDT, or depending on whatever stable coin they want to use, or platform like Robinhood can make it easy that people can use their fiat currency to go and buy. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that way, whatever token you're buying the token directly from the exchange where the liquidity is. Because on an exchange, there have to be buyers and sellers that's where the liquidity is. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that way, the broker is gone, the middleman is gone. All you have is a buyer and the exchange where the buyer, the issuer of the token, and the player platform where the exchange is trading. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So this is a more simple, direct means. So if I'm buying Apple stocks, all I simply need to do is to fund the exchange. I get what I'm saying, where it's trading, and just buy the Apple stock. All this whole tokenizing, because it's going to create confusion, because what they are trying to do there will make Robinhood to do their own, and they tokenize, and so which means the Apple stock tokens won't be from Apple or from the shares of Apple. It will just be tokens tokenized by the platforms that are telling you to go and buy the Apple stock. So Robinhood will have their own Apple stock token. If Binance decide to do the same, they will have their own Apple stock token. If Bybit decide to do their own, they will have this different Apple stock token. No, it doesn't make sense. So the best thing is to just get everything on the blockchain, create a blockchain. Every token, that every share that is already existing should now be tokenized, and get everybody on board, and create a system whereby people can use either Robinhood or their own bank account, or or the trading platform Nasdaq, and Nasdaq becomes an app because the tokens are listed there, and people can deposit and buy tokens from there, or it becomes listed on other platforms, or best, decentralized exchange. A decentralized exchange where there are liquidity providers and who provide both the token and this, and so they will earn from the fees, which is what a market maker is on an exchange. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So this is my own opinion on the whole thing. So to me, I believe that process is too complicated. It's just to preserve the dinosaurs, which are the middlemen, from dying off. Let me know what you think in the comment section.